Oh, well, it's an absolutely beautiful church. I'm really pleased to be here in Goa. We've had a very constructive discussion as part of the G20 meeting, but today is an opportunity to come and look at some of the great heritage sites of Goa. And this is a really beautiful cathedral.
So as you discussed about G20, so the outcome has also come yesterday. So if you would like to speak about a little on it.
Well, India obviously is holding the presidency of the G20, and so yesterday we were looking particularly at tourism and how we can develop tourism in a sustainable way. We talked about the importance of achieving lower emission standards and to develop tourism. And tourism already is very important between the United Kingdom and between India. So I think that Goa is doing a remarkable job in hosting the meeting.
You have come to visit the temple and you have been to the Jesus Bomb also. So how is it? How do you feel about it coming here?
I'm incredibly inspired by the beauty, but also the conservation. And it's so good to see so many people here too at the temple. So my views, you've done the preservation so well, and it's wonderful to see this space. Would you like me to talk about the other places I've been today?
Please.
So earlier in the day we visited the beautiful historic churches of Goa, and I loved the new Museum of Christian Art. The level of conservation and curation there is world class. So I've been so impressed, and I intend to come back with my family when I have the opportunity.
You've come here in the temple as well. The aarti was being done while you were there. So
Yes.
how did you feel? Because people say it's very spiritual when they come here, and it's a sense of calmness.
It's calm, and I think too the sound of the bell brings with it this wonderful aura, and it almost enters your body. So it's a really spiritual experience. I've enjoyed being at the Hindu temple today.
I'm from the Ministry of Sports Culture of Tourism. So I needed a business for the G20, so international meeting. So before I'm just to join the meeting, so I didn't ask anything else. I don't thinking about the India and Goa. I don't know, but anyway, G20 the security they announcing their Goa is a tourism destination. They wanted announcing me. So today I'm too many go there. I can feel. First the temple and is the Maison Park, everything. So before I think it's just the India Goa, just India. But now too many the change of my mind, the upgrade mind for Goa. Because here is not India, so I think this Goa is a paint village, so artist village. Too many example this house is very old, antique, and I can feel the artist. So now we have the lunch here, so something just food, but I feel I will going to inside the art. So food and everything. This house is like art. I'm not just the tourist, but if I lunch here, I became the art. Yeah, maybe the art inside the house and art food and art journey became. So anyway, the excellent India art feeling here. Yeah. And anyway, thank you for the G20 security. Maybe if they proportion me, I can feeling this excellent art Goa. Yeah.
So what do you think about the Indian presidency for the G20?
For me, it's difficult. What do you mean?
How do you feel as you've been a part of the G20 Indian presidency? How do you feel about it?
Yeah. G20 is maybe this time is the last. Oh, why fly dragon? Yeah. This meeting is the last meeting. We started this year, January. So first, second, third, I feel the G20 secretariat is so excellent because everything is very detailed. It's something that I have the problem. They have the catchy. They priority ask me and anything else, and every time they care to me. So sometimes I'm sleeping, I feel they care to me. So very excellent the G20 Secretary India. I like it. One more time, the next G20, maybe I want the India G20 Secretary.
Visited a church, temple, and now this mansion. So first of all, how did you feel it when you were visiting those places? How do you feel about Goa overall?
Well, it's been a very good experience, and I like very much that we got to see these UNESCO heritage sites and all the cultural richness that this place has to offer and to show the world. And it's been really amazing to be here, and also here this landscape is something you don't see every day.
Also, what would you want to say about the India presidency for the G20?
Well, it's been, as you are, very welcoming, very warmful, so we are very thankful for that, and you've made us feel like this is our home too.
All the delegates and ministers went for the visit to the church, temple, and the mansion. So, what did you feel, and how did you like it about Goa and everything? If you can tell about.
Well, I think it was a very appropriate ending to the tourism working group and ministerial to visit some places which, of course, are very touristy, and they're particularly important because they are, especially the Basilica, is on the World Heritage List of India, UNESCO. And I think that that's very important. It's a very important monument, architecturally very valuable. So I was very pleased to have been there.
What would you like to say for the India's presidency for G20?
Well, it's moving on. It's now, of course, the ministerial meetings are taking place. And I think that slowly but surely India, I think, is succeeding in achieving what it set out to achieve in terms of consolidating the group in, with the goals that it set out at the beginning for the different kinds of groups, not only tourism, but all the others. And I think that all this fares well for what will be the culmination in September.
Thank you, sir. Could you please introduce yourself to the cameraman?
Sure, I am Federico Salas. I am the ambassador of Mexico here in India, and I was the head of the delegation of Mexico to the tourism ministerial meeting here in Goa.
And the ministers went for a visit to church, temple, and now the mansion. So first of all, how was the visit, and how did you feel in Goa?
So it was really fabulous, so much hospitality here and so much great things to see, such culture, such nature. So I can really recommend coming to Goa. It's a very fabulous place to go, and I had a very heartfelt things in my mind now here when I go back to Germany. It's really nice here to stay.
What would you want to say on India's presidency for G20?
Well, it's good to focus also on the green issues. It's important to have sustainable tourism, so the question of infrastructure, of energy, of also food, of the area and the population profiting from the tourism, so it has to be an inclusive thing, and that's what Germany promotes, and I think India is on the same track, so we have good talks in the future to get together on the sustainable path. So.
Ministers came for a visit to the church and then the temple and now the
Yes.
mountain. So how was the visit? How did you feel in Goa?
I really enjoyed my time in Goa, and a special thanks to the Government of India and the Government of Goa for everything they've done for all of the G20 delegates here for these important meetings. We had a very interesting visit to an important church, historical church, and of course the Hindu temple. Very impressed by the tolerance and diversity, and religious tolerance in Goa is just so important for peace and prosperity. And then this wonderful historic home. So very impressed with everything in my visit in Goa.
Last question, sir. What would you like to say on the India's presidency for G20 overall?
Well, I think it's been excellent so far, and I look forward to more success for India in the months ahead leading up to the summit in September in Delhi.
So today all the delegates and ministers came for a visit to church, temple and then the mansion. So what did you feel in the visit, and how was the visit for you?
Oh, I feel very well because I am from Bangladesh, and Bangladesh and India there is very much similarities for religion, culture and many other things. So I feel very well, and I like this is like Bangladesh also.
What would you like to say on the India's presidency for G20, sir?
Oh, India did excellent job. Yeah. Hope it is very in very many cities they are worked in many issues. So I think it is excellent job.